Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GG11, part 3. I have gotten into a bit of a routine to try and make this happen in the mornings. Doing it in the evenings was not good. The first one I did in the evening, about 1 o'clock after 1 a.m. after I'd finished work. The second one I did another one and I finished about 2 a.m. I worked late hours, start late. I start at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning and work till about 12 or 1 usually. So this one's numerology. Right, this is the final step. Right, this is a 3-tier system that I use for compatibility. Now this compatibility goes into everything. And the best part about this is if it's a little wrong, right? Didn't say it is, but there'll be people out there that will say this is not right. What I did was I went and utilised all the information from big known sources. Right? Now, some of the stuff that my numerologist GG11, Mr. Gary, talks about, he doesn't give enough of it away. He does gatekeep some of it, and he said that he doesn't, but he does. He has the ability to give information to the world, but he's making money. Me, I need to make money too, but I'm going to give the information away, and then the world will give me back enough wealth for the last half of my life to be amazing. And I know this. This is why we're all here. This is why you're going to share my videos. This is why you'll like and subscribe, because you know what? We can all have a beautiful life. So let's get into it. I use this addition. Day plus month equals year equals year, and then you get your this, and you add it, and if you come up with two numbers, which you always do, then you add them together and you get your life path. So we are, 16th to the 7th, 1975, which would make them a rabbit. Pretty sure it's a rabbit. Hold on, let's look over here. Yes, rabbit. The more you use this knowledge, the more it'll just stick in your mind. I have so much car knowledge and so much engine knowledge in my mind that people that know me always comment on how knowledgeable I am. I have people ring me at stupid times just to ask questions. So for me, if I put this knowledge in my mind dead, like mounted in there, I've thrown some other stuff away to get the room. So yes, we've got 16th to the 7th, 1975. So you go 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 7 is 14. You go 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 7 is 17, plus 5 is 22. And then you do 14 plus 22, which would come to 36. And you do 3 plus 6 equals 9. So then you get to other equations, right? So 9 life path, we come down here, right? Now, I haven't put master numbers here. Now, master numbers are 11, 22, and 33. So if your addition gets you to 33, you're a 33 master number. Gets you to 22, you're a 22. Now, here's the funny part. I'm an 11, so that puts me here. 22, my son, that puts him there. And 33 puts you there in compatibility. It's that simple. And like I said, if some of this stuff isn't quite right, it's still not wrong. What we're doing with this whole formula is we are keeping ourselves out of harm's way. That's what it is. So your whole life is learning how to keep yourself out of harm's way. Now, it's not being dismissive on the world and not doing anything. No, It's just understanding the toxins in the environment that you personally don't need. It's real basic, all right? This is why I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything other than eat well, exercise when I have time, and do things I enjoy. And one of those things I enjoy is helping people. That's why this is a part of my path. Right, so let's get back to this. Here's your mathematical for your life path number. Nice and easy. There's other ways to do it, and I don't agree with them. So, okay, so 16, 1 and 6 is 7. So you have some 7. Now, this is where it gets weird. You have some 7 resemblance, but you're not a 7 life path. At that one, we need to wipe that off. Right. Just walk in front of the screen like a teacher, because I am the teacher today. How's that? Anyone that knows me from childhood would be a little bit blown away. What, do you want to be a teacher? Rightio. So now we're 9 life paths, so we're going to come over here and we're going to say, okay, so 9 life path, great compatibility, good compatibility. Now what this is, the good aisle is things that'll work relatively easy. These will gel. When I say gel, I mean gel, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Neutral means it's not a game changer. It's not a nail in the coffin, we'll call it. Difficult is a nail in the coffin, right? Neutral I wouldn't go for, but if you've got two spars of compatibility and you find yourself in a neutral position, still not a bad position. You've still got 60% compatibility. And then if you've got interest, you've got 70%. And the neutral, then what you've got to do is understand the deficiencies. And this is the secret to relationships, understanding the deficiency in the compatibility. And then you always understanding where they're deficient in your needs. So it's up to you to deal with. It's not up to the other person to change to match your needs. Be very, very clear on that. It's up to you to understand, not try to change that person. People are who they are from their date of birth. This is our personality. This is our persona. It's everything. And it's all written and all the information is on the net. Yes, I'm very passionate about this. Thank you for stating that. Right. So with the 9 life path, you're going to go for a 3 life path, 6 life path, or 9 life path. That's your ultimate. That's your one, your 90%. That gives you your 30% right there. Now going for a 1 or a 5, you'll be in a good position. So we could call this 10 or 15%, I suppose. You could half that 30%. Right? There's ways, like I said, the whole way through this can be refined very, very well. But what I'm giving you is the basics to compatibility. So you can use this part, it's too far back, or the normal astrology part. You can use any of these in your life as one, and they help. When you use all 3, and tomorrow's episode, I will actually do the formula that shows you how to put it all together. It's just stupid basic maths, right? But when you use all 3, you can use this for, okay, my boss. Say that's your boss's date of birth and they're a 9 life path, and like me, I'm an 11, right? So I'm an 11 master number. It's a part of the things that I do. Now that would mean that I am a 2, which would mean I'd be a neutral, so I really wouldn't want to work for that boss. Can you get where we're going here? All right? Now, if this person here wants employees, they should be picking 3, 6, 9, 1 and 5s. They'll get along with them. Lots better. And then if they're, so 1975, they're a rabbit, so then they should be picking goats, pigs, rabbits. See how this goes together now? The understanding of this is very basic. Now, it gets better, and tomorrow I'll explain how you can engineer your workers, your lovers, your children, how you can engineer the personality they can have. This is the genius part of it. Right. So here we go. 33 life path. Let's read a bit about life paths. I've downloaded some information, and this is just information from decent sized websites that have a fair bit of traffic. Right. So one of them, I'll read this one. This is from Astro Nupur. This was just one that caught my eye. This one resonated with me. So what you've got to see it for is your whole realm, your whole energetic realm, the frequential plane we live in. So you bring frequencies all the way down to a low level and it becomes matter. But anybody that really understands energy knows that matter doesn't matter. Now we're going to be a little bit strange and weird. Right, so this one, I like this one. One life path. Individuality, independence, attainment, beginnings, innovator, leadership. One life path is very much leadership. It is, they're leaders, they're the masculine energy. 2, cooperation, balance, diplomacy, the peacemaker, power behind the throne. Number 2 is very much feminine energy, right? So you can be a male and be feminine energy. I am an 11. So I'll get into that in a sec. I'll keep going. Self-expression. Number 3, self-expression, creativity, communication, artistic, sensitive, social. So number 3 is the number of innocence, the childlike, the childish number. There's that childish innocence. Number 4, limitation, order, service, practical, foundations, discipline, reliable, systematic. Number 4 is a very authority number. So you find on number 4 days, 13, 4, 31, you'll see more police presence out there. Oh yeah, believe me. Look on your next 13 day and you'll see more police presence. I always make sure I've got my seatbelt on a 13, 4, 31 day, 22 day. It's a 4 day, it's an authority day. Number 5, constructive freedom. Change, versatile, explorer, travel, adaptable, very much travel. Number 5 is like beauty. You'll find a lot of 5 people are reasonably well looking. They'll attract beauty. They'll attract beautiful things in life. Number 6, balance, responsibility, love, caring, protective, nurturing, community orientated. Number 6 is also, 6 is a very much a family number, the number of family. So for me, what you'll find is if you want to build a family, you'll choose a house that's number 6 of your street. It might be 33. It might be 15. Right? But 6 is definitely a very, very in case number. 7, analysis, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, introspective, analytical, spiritual. So number 7 is actually a little bit of a genius number. My dad was a 7 life path, my real dad. So my stepdad, he's in a 3-month, he's a 31st, I reckon. Is he 30th? No, 30th. He's got a lot of 3s in his. And he's very childish and he's kind of a little innocent too. And I'm not saying this stuff to hack at him. I love the guy. Even though I don't talk to him, I still do love him. It's a good part of my life. the good part was anyway. And this is what we're here about, guys. We're here about, I'm here trying to give you a one-up edge on life. The 2 hours of your time you're giving to me to help me make money, once 10 million people watch this stuff, the world changes. This is what you've got to realise. It's very basic. Right, we're at 8. Material satisfaction, authority, power, ambition, giving and receiving. 8 is a very karmic number. 8 is also a numerical number in the fact 8 is the infinite number. 8 is the number of money. They try to lead you down the garden path. This is where the misinformation comes in. They say that 7 is the lucky number. No, it's not. 7 is a very ingenious number. A lot of very ingenious people were 7 life paths. All right? 8 is a karmic number. Now, I have actually witnessed an 11 woman. If you're ever watching, Mr. R, this is all about you. The 11 woman was doing some really bad shit. He had been around her for a long time. He was an 8 life path, right? So he shouldn't really be around 1s, but he should be around 2s. So they had a very good connection. 8s can have other people's karma dumped on them. If you're an 8 life path, don't be around shitty people, because they can push their karma to you and you will suffer. 8s can also push karma to others as well, but I haven't witnessed a really strong 8 yet. All right, but the 8 that I witnessed was a good dude. Gotten himself into a lot of shit in life and was receiving the bad karma that his girlfriend was pushing on him. This is real interesting stuff, and you go down this rabbit hole that I've opened, you'll never be the same. Your life will never be the same. You won't live in certain neighbourhoods. You won't live in certain numerical houses. You'll drive certain year cars. On certain years, you won't even go on a holiday because you'll lay low. Your enemy year, you don't go scuba diving off an African coast, right? You don't risk your life. 9, humanitarianism, selflessness, idealist, compassion, completion, universal love. Now, if you're a 9 life path, like our, example number here, I do need to say one thing about you. Don't touch drugs. Don't do anything that you'll get addicted to. You gamble, it'll take your life. You touch drugs, you touch alcohol, you touch cigarettes, whatever. You have the most addictive personality. It'll be very hard for you to kick anything. 9s, a bunch of 9s have been like serial killers and stuff as well, but don't worry about that. And this is where the gatekeeping side of it, and my numerologist, he does gatekeep some of the info. And that's fine. That's his prerogative. That's his choice in life. So 9s are very, very addictable. We'll just leave that little thing there. And now I'll read some more stuff. So this is from buildingbeautifulsouls.com, right? So life path 1, a little bit extra info. Those who walk a life path with number 1 have an inner zeal that pushes them to constantly climb towards goals others think unreachable. 1 gives birth to all other numbers. Its energy is that of the master creator. 2. Life path 2. Those who walk a life path with number 2 have the most amazing ability to create peace and harmony wherever they go. 2 unites and brings an end to separateness. Its energy is that of the sacred feminine. Right. Those who, now I'll put that there. Those who walk a life path with number 3 have unlimited creativity and almost superhuman abilities. 3 reminds us that we are born of both human and divine spark. Its energy is that of the bringer of change. Number 4, those who walk a life path 4, hold on, I'm trying to stay organised here. 4, have an almost unbreakable spirit and astounding capabilities of self-control. 4 reminds us that equality for all sides creates the strongest structures. Its energy is that of stability. That goes in with the authority thing. Pardon me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. But no editing, raw. This is how it is. This is just the way my video is going to be. I've tried to set up so as I can cut stuff like that out. I'm happy doing them these ways. Number 5, those who walk a life path with number 5 have an uncanny ability to understand the deepest esoteric and metaphysical teachings. 5 turns the mystical into the norm. Its energy is that of experience. Number 6, those who walk a life path with number 6 gift the world with unconditional love, healing, and nurturing. 6 teaches true compassion and empathy. Its energy is that of Mother Gaia. Gaia. Right. 7. Those who walk a life path with number 7, see me struggle. Those who walk a life path with number 7 have the admirable ability of seeing the infinite possibilities in every person and situation. 7 reminds us that the answers to all questions are in our DNA. Its energy is that of the seeker. Number 8. Those who walk a life path with number 8 have incredible strength of will and can endure anything. 8 reminds us the soul has a mind of its own and lives on no matter what. Its energy is eternal life. See? The 8. It's infinite. It very much resonates with a very, very karmic number. 9. Those with a life path with number 9 gift the world with a sage wisdom and incredible kindness. 9 reminds us that by allowing our own divine light to shine, we can change the world, Sorry, I'll start it again. Those who walk a life path with number 9 gift the world with sage wisdom and incredible kindness. 9 reminds us that by allowing our own divine light to shine, we can change the world. Its energy is that of the greater good. Now, this is where it gets into master numbers. If you're a master number, you're not normal, right? And you're really not normal. So what master numbers are? Master numbers are a mix-up of numerous numbers, right? And they are a total mix-up of numerous numbers. So a master number, we'll put all these back in, right? But a master number, number 11. Those who walk a life path with master number 11 gift the world with a higher knowing of universal truths and ability to live them. 11s remind us that our inner voice can always guide us to a higher vibration. Its energy is that of spiritual enlightenment. Now, here's what I have deduced from this whole scenario is a master number 11, compatibility is 2. Those who walk a life path with number 2 have the most amazing ability to create peace and harmony wherever they go. 2 unites and brings an end to separateness. Its energy is that of the sacred feminine. But here's the funny part. A master number 11 is a double 1. So a master number 11, any master number is made up of 2 numbers. It's made up of number 1 and number 2. Right? So that is the leader, those who walk a life of path with number 1 have an inner zeal that pushes them to constantly climb towards goals others think are unreachable. 1 gives birth to all the other numbers. Its energy is that of the master creator. I know this stuff being who I am. So I was the kid that grew up with ADHD, I don't see that as a label. I'm not an ADHD person. That's not who I am. That's what the personality portrays. That's what the persona of this human, this entity that I am portrays. Master numbers are really, really next level. Right? So then we'll leave 2 out. We've gone through 11. Now let's go to 22. Now my son is a 22. And the moment he was born, I knew he was different. He was very different. Those who walk a life path with master number 22 are adepts who understand and utilize true metaphysics. 22s teach us how to successfully follow the path to ascension. Its energy is the master builder. Now, 22 also goes with 4, which is, yeah. So 22s are actually 2s and 4s, right? So a 22 is that master builder, like we've just read, and then they are the walk of life. They are the number 2, have the most amazing ability to create peace and harmony wherever they go. 2 unites and brings an end to separateness. Its energy is that of the sacred feminine. But they also have, those who walk a life path with number 4 have an almost unbreakable spirit and astounding capabilities of self-control. 4 reminds us that equality for all sides creates the strongest structures. Its energy is that of stability. So what I believe, this is my interpretation of the whole system, is the 22 life path is compatible 4-wise, but it is also compatible 2-wise, right? So then you can see that these 22s have more options. The 11s have more options, right? But at the end of the day, it is still, I'm an 11 life path, so I have 1 traits. A 22 life path, master number, has 2 traits, and there are 4. So you need to understand who you are and then work out what traits you have. Guys, it's the same old, same old. Knowledge is power. Right. Well, let's get to 33. 33 is actually a really, really weird one. A lot of guys that are in, you'll see podcasts with them, you'll see all sorts of stuff, and they're 33 life paths. Gary, the numbers guy's are 33, and he's brought numerology to mainstream in the last 3 years, like you would not believe. Right, 33. Now, this is the only info I could find on this that I could actually print off and put in my little folder. The extraordinary power of the master number 33, illuminated nurturer, master teacher, the Christ consciousness, master of the spirit realms, nurturer of the world, master healer, the sacrificial lamb, illuminated visionary. Now, it's very funny, and this is from MichelleLeoInc.com. It's very, very hard to find info on 33s. Now, I do know that 33s, a lot of people dismiss, and that's fine. Now, 33 is also a 3. So they are a very, very, it's a powerful number. The master numbers are very powerful numbers. So the 33 also is the innocent, the childlike, there's so much more to it. Now, anybody can keep digging, and I implore you to. I implore you to keep digging over and over and over and make this the best it can be. I would like to see people refine this, and in 5 years' time, I would love nothing more than my little formula to be known worldwide and teenagers to be given this kind of info, kids to be given this info and be like, hey, that friend of yours that's always getting in trouble, here you go, this is why. My child's a 5 and they've got a 4 friend, right, that then doesn't fit in here. There you go. It's that simple. I have friends which are, one of my friends is a 76, I think he is. He's recently exited my life. Whatever, that's fine. We had a great friendship. It's done now. No worries. This is the thing, guys. You can put all three of these together, and tomorrow we'll go into how we do that. Not today. If you're a master number, stop holding back. The world needs you now. These here were given to people. People dropped on their date of birth to get a master number, right? They dropped on their date of birth and became a master number because they had a bigger job to do. So do it. Me, I was given something very, very great to bring to the world. But it took 44 years of my life to do that. It's actually a little bit interesting. So it was last year, after my breakup, I spent a lot of time healing. Now, I wasn't broken. I've never been broken. I don't think any of us are actually broken. And we use that word broken and we need to heal a little bit too much. You're not broken. You're evolving from who you were to who you are becoming. And that's all it comes down to. We are in a constant field of learning. When you cut yourself off to learning and you bring, I'm trying to correct my posture. It's getting a little out of control. When you evolve into a new way of learning, you become a new version of you. The whole point of this experience that we're on is to become the best version of yourself you can. What other purpose is there here? This is an experience, guys. So you want to experience it the best you can. So this is where we've got numerology. Sorry, I need to do this. We have Chinese astrology, numerology, and Western astrology. So what we have is we start with Chinese, we go to Western, we go to numerology. And then what this does is all of this added together. Hopefully you can get a screenshot of that. All of this added together gives us the most strongest foundation to build on. Any building built on sand and soft foundations, anything you're building has to have strong foundations. This is the secret to a strong relationship. Now, the relationship can be anything. It can be your boss. It can be with your children. You want your children to have a strong relationship with their parents. You want to have the best relationship with your kids. Okay, so if you want an innocent child and you're a 5 life path, you want to land your kid on a 3-day, right? So you want to aim for your child to be your friend, Chinese zodiac, and then you want to aim for them to have the personality of whatever star sign that will gel well with you and your wife or your husband, depending on who you are. And then you look at the numerology as well. And that's what we'll go into tomorrow. And it gives you a bit of an idea that we already had all the answers. They gave us the whole lot. It has been in front of our eyes for eternity, forever, for thousands and hundreds and, it's been there. But you've been made to feel like it's hobbledy-gobbledy, like it's crap, like it holds no weight. Why were you made to feel that way? Because if you have no guide to life, you have no aspect of there being an easier way, you'll just work hard. We're living in a slave world where we have less time to ourselves and less of our money that we make than what the Egyptian slaves had. Well, it's because the people at the top have the freedom. You know, like one of these. I don't have a lot of time for billionaires, and when one spends $12.5 million on a wedding for their daughter, you start to understand that these people can jump on a plane at any time of the day or night and fly anywhere in the world. It's not about money or power. It's about time. They have the option to spend their time whenever they want on whatever they want. You've given me your time by watching my videos. I'm giving you a guide to now live by that's simple. Once you get your head around this and you've got enough info, have a little booklet, have a pad, whatever, and you can refer to it. You can reference it all the time. And what will happen is you'll go away from it, and then you'll go and buy yourself a car that'll be in the wrong year, and it'll cost you money. You go to sell it, you won't make any money. Right? You'll move into a suburb, and it'll be a shit time. Then you'll go, oh, what year was it founded in? It'll be an enemy year, or it'll be a friend of enemy year. Very, very important, all this stuff. This is the basis of life. This is the basis to make a better life. Tomorrow we will add it all together and show you how you can simmer it all the way down to dates of birth. For those that want to use it for relationships and for dates to have babies on and things like this. And yes, you can have them on certain dates because you can book in cesareans. As long as you aim it close. Hey, how cool is this shit? It's called engineering life. And I'm Groody. And I'll see you tomorrow.